What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the AM, guys. Welcome back to 5 Minute Rants. I'm your host, Michael Abernathy, and welcome back to the show predicated on the journey of life and business. Hey, guys, real quick, would you help me spread the word and partner with me? If you know somebody, or if somebody comes to mind that their life would change or benefit from listening to the show, would you share it with them? I really appreciate the partnership, guys, and thank you so much for helping me spread the word. Well, today, I actually want to jump straight into this. Last episode, I talked about no outs, and I talked about what we planned for is actually what we will get. And I want to actually take that and then move forward a couple steps in a different direction and talk about tactics and production. And so I've said this phrase a lot, and it's the exact thing not to do in life. A man who does whatever becomes whatever. My business partner, Andrew, says this a lot, and it is so impactful to think about, because if I'm just going to build whatever, or if I'm going to do whatever, that's exactly what I'm going to get. And I cannot be surprised by the outcomes, because see, sometimes we go into victimhood and we're like, why did I get this? Well, no, it's of course I got this. I got something I didn't plan for. I got something that I was not envisioning to build, because I didn't start with a vision, and then I didn't start with a plan. And so I'm going to say the opposite of this phrase. Whatever I plan for, I will do, and I will get. So if I have no plan, I'll do whatever. But if I have a plan, I will accomplish that plan. And it's interesting, because oftentimes a lack of motivation isn't really a lack of motivation. It's simply a lack of clarity. It's simply, I don't know what to do. I don't know the steps that are involved in what I need to do. I don't even know what I'm trying to accomplish. And what happens is when we try and solve problems, one of the first things that we either do one of two things. We either freeze and don't think about anything and avoid the problem, or we just start making moves to fix the problem, and both are actually the wrong step to do. The right step isn't to solve the problem. The right step is to actually build a solution. Think about that. The right step isn't to solve a problem. The right step is to build a solution that will produce the outcome you're looking for. For instance, I'm trying to think of a good example of this. I mean, I'll just use transportation, right? Transportation and travel has always been a major problem in most of humanity. For most of humanity's history, transportation and journeys took a long time, because they either traveled on foot or they were by horse, right? By animal. So you talk about things taking a long time versus compared to today, where I can get in a car and I can get on the highway and I'm going 60 miles an hour, which is unfathomable 200 years ago, 100 years ago, really even. And so you think about this, and instead of just, hey, let me try and solve the problem and walk more, it was like the invention of the vehicle was solely built around what are the intended consequences I want, right? With the invention of the vehicle, it was, what are the intended consequences I want? I want to be able to go places faster. And that's how this came about. And this is how all problems in our lives are solved. What do I actually want? This is when problems and challenges are actually solved in business. Not, let me just put a Band-Aid on the solution. It's, no, what can I do? What can I actually build and plan for that is going to produce the intended outcomes that I am looking for, that I want? I've talked about nobody wakes up anymore and just like, oh, I need a website. It's the same thing. Nobody wakes up anymore and says, I need a car, or all these other things. It actually normally comes down to a purpose. It normally comes down to a greater good. It normally comes down to a vision. It normally comes down to an issue, need, or a goal. And that's really how we solve problems. And so I think this is so important, especially for production. Especially when we're doing work, we need the tactics that go behind it, that drive it. And those tactics directly translate from a vision of what we are actually trying to build. The tactics and the plan that we have directly comes from what we want to accomplish, what we want life to look like. I don't want creditors calling me. I want to have a good credit score. Okay, those are the intended consequences. Consequences aren't bad or good. They just are. And those are the things that I want in my life. Okay, well, how do I build that now? What is the plan to have good credit score and never to have a creditor call me in my life? Or I want to pursue this career. Awesome. What is the plan to do that? And that is what I'm talking about. You start first with the outcome that you want and work your way backwards. Well, anyways, guys, I'm actually way over, so I'll catch you later. Peace.